Hi, I'm Joshua Tallent. I'm the founder and CEO of EBook Architects. We're an ebook design and consulting firm based in Austin, Texas. I think a book is content. It's a container for things that you really want to get out into the public eye. But just like a website is also a container, or an audio CD is also a container, or an MP3 in that case. Everything is a container for content and ideas. So if you have content that you can put into an ebook file, regardless of whether that's text or images, interactive elements, or audio and video content, that's all in the container of an ebook. The great thing about an ebook, though, is it's not constrained only to its own container. So you can point out to the web, you can have interactivity that draws from the web. There are a lot of things you can do in an ebook that you really can't do in a print book. And so those are the things you have to think about when you're dealing with this question of what is a book. Don't constrain yourself to just what I can put on a printed page. That's what a print book is. But when you're talking about an ebook, it's much broader than that. When it comes down to dealing with that question of whether this is going to fall flat or whether this is going to have a more of a only an effect on our younger generation, so maybe in the middle we're going to have a little bit of problem. I don't think so. I think everybody's adjusting. Everybody's trying to understand things better, trying to engage the technology better. And if you go to the Consumer Electronics Show and you see these new tablets and new devices they're coming out with, 2 or 3 years from now those things will be on the market, and those are the things that right now, 2 or 3 years ago, we're seeing on the market now. People are starting to engage them. They're starting to think about digital in a different way. I think that independent publishing, self-publishing, these kinds of things are really affecting everybody at this point. And you can look at the numbers. It's obvious from numbers of sales of ebooks and the number of books that are created every year, and look at Bowker's numbers for how many ISBNs are assigned to independent authors or small publishers as compared to the bigger publishers. We're seeing a big shift in how people engage content, how people really address the issue of getting content into the space. There's a lot more competition, though, and that's one of the bigger issues that most authors run into. Is they want to self-publish, they have this idea, this book that they've written. Their biggest issue is discoverability. Their biggest issue is getting their name out there where people even know that they exist. If you're on the New York Times bestseller list, you're known. If you have a marketing team behind you pushing your content, you're known. But if you don't, then you're not. And you have to compete against those same people trying to do it all on your own. So I think that there's going to be a big change over time. We're going to see the bigger publishers focus on books that really only they can do, and push the market in the direction that they can go. While at the same time, we're going to see the self-published and the independent authors and the smaller publishers pushing the market in a different direction. And so that sometimes those fight against each other, but I think a lot of times they're pushing us forward just from different angles.